Chapter 1 of Book 7 of the Brothers Karamazov, The Odor of Corruption, has an underlying meaning. There's more to it than you think, Batman. It's really about the insecurities that Aloysia faces with the way that people view him. In most novels, heroes are super strong, masculine guys.
Like me!
Be quiet. As I was saying, heroes usually have women absolutely obsess over them, but not Aloysia. He's not the typical hero.
Yeah, he's nothing like me. He's small, fragile, and the baby of the Karamazov brothers. In order to gain confidence like mine, Aloysia relied heavily on Zosima. To him, Father Zosima was the and he strived to be like him.
Stop obsessing over yourself and how great you are. You're acting like Fyodor. Back to the symbolic significance of this chapter. This is a grand turning point in the novel. Father Zosima represents all that Aloysia loves and aspires to be. He has dedicated his life to following this man, but when Father Zosima's devotion to Zosima has been neglected.
Can you imagine if Aloysia has been wrong about Father Zosima's saint's purpose is thrown into question?
Okay, Batman, back to the point. Up until now in the novel, Aloysia has been the most steadfast and consistent character in the novel. He is calm and straightforward, helping those who need help and selflessly taking their responsibilities. When Zosima dies, however, he seems lost. Without Zosima guiding him, Aloysia's stability is shaken. Without the assurance of his defined purpose, Aloysia's momentum is temporarily stalled, and he falters. He becomes quiet and sullen. Woman of questionable character and drinking vodka.
I would never do any of those things. Not an iconic hero like me. Aloysia is our hero in the novel. He's leading the cause for Christianity despite all of the negative things that Ivan is saying about him and about his faith. When Zosima dies, his confidence in his faith dwindles. This need of Zosima that Aloysia feels is linked to the theme that humans need companionship. Even I need a sidekick. Love you, Robin. Aloysia needs the companionship of a similar-minded individual who is able and willing to defend and die
Nice
for
point,
the same
Batman.
things that
Wait,
Aloysia would.
what's happening? No!
Nina, wake up! Hi students, today we're going to talk about the literal meaning of Chapter 1 of Book 7 of the Brothers Karamazov, The Odor of Corruption. Who wants to tell us a little about what this chapter was about?
Me. So, most people in the monastery agree with Aloysia, believing that a great miracle will follow Zosima's death. After Zosima's body is prepared for burial, a large crowd gathers around it in hopes of witnessing this possibly divine event. But rather than impressing everyone with a miracle, Zosima's corpse just gives off a gross, rotting smell as it decays quickly. The monks are shocked, and a lot of people thought the smell is an evil omen from the monastery. Then, Zosima's enemies in the monastery insisted that this omen indicated that Zosima was morally flawed, which was kind of rude, by the way. They said that Zosima was just a bad person in disguise as a saintly person. The people in the town who expected a miracle are upset and confused by this derogatory talk about Zosima, who everyone claims is to have loved so much. Aloysia is terrified and disgusted. He doesn't get why God would allow this humiliation to happen to the faithful Zosima. Then, Zosima's biggest.
Why don't we give someone else a chance to finish off the chapter, Christina?
Fine.
While Zosima's biggest enemy, Ferapont, attempted to exorcise Zosima's cell of demons, he is ordered to leave the monastery, but restlessness is still among the monks. Aloysia leaves too with hopes to think things over in a quiet, peaceful place. Aloysia had been preparing for this event, but seems like he wasn't ready. He was expecting a miracle to occur like all of the others. Belief without divine intervention parallels Ivan's Grand Inquisitor poem. Aloysia, unlike his brother Ivan, does not question God's existence. Instead, he questions his justice. Ivan said, "I am not rebelling against my God. I simply don't accept his world."
Great job, guys. Now, does anyone know why the literal meaning of this chapter is significant to Aloysia? Okay, I'll tell you guys. This is significant for Aloysia because his role model for most of his life, Zosima, is talked badly about and is being seen as an evil person in disguise.
when in reality he was a great inspirational person and a fantastic role model for the younger monks. Does anyone else want to add anything about literal and symbolic meaning in this chapter?
I guess I have something. The title of this chapter, The Odor of Corruption, is pretty significant. First of all, odor is obviously referring to the horrid stench that was coming out from Father Zosima's body. Because the bodies of monks and hermits aren't washed when they died, the odor can be an effect of this. The corruption that was referred to in the title has a deeper, more symbolic meaning. When people first came across this horrid stench, they presumed it was because Father Zosima wasn't a monk, but he was actually evil. They believed this smell that emitted from the body was not an effect of not having been washed, but instead an effect of sin.
Great job at catching that, Nina. Okay guys, just a reminder, Book 8 notes are due on Friday, don't forget.
I'm so over this book. I guess I have something. The title of this chapter, The Odor of Corruption, is pretty significant. First of all, odor is obviously Christina,
Stop looking at her, Christina.
Chapter 1 of Book 7 of the Brothers.
I'm not even in there yet.
Me.